Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope this video finds you all very well. Today I'm so excited because today I'm finally going to be showing you guys how to create this makeup look, which you guys have been requesting so much recently, which I don't know why, because I feel like I have a lot of similar looks like this here on my channel, but I could be wrong. I've been doing so many dramatic looks lately, so I don't even know. But today's finally going to be the day where I show you guys how to create this makeup look. As you guys know, this has been my go-to makeup look lately and for the longest time ever, honestly. This is something that I aim for when I'm going to an event, don't really have time to be creative with my makeup, or simply just don't have time at all, just because this is such a simple, easy makeup look to achieve. I mean, you really only need like 4 eyeshadows, to be honest. It's super quick and easy. But as far as the eye look goes, okay, don't get me wrong, I still take about an hour and 30 minutes to achieve all of this, but you know. But with all of that being said, before we move to the video, I just wanted to say I did have to change my shirt because it was really messing up with my lighting during the intro and outros of my videos, so I had to change to this similar black top. Just a little FYI moment, because I know you guys are gonna be like, what the hell is going on here? But yeah, anyways, with all of that being said, if you guys are interested in watching or simply learning how I created this makeup look, then just please keep on watching. Alright guys, we're gonna get started. I do look a little weird because look at this. Look at the difference between my neck and my face. It's like ridiculous. But your girl did not tan, okay? Don't get too excited. I didn't tan. I actually put foundation all over my chest because I need to tan. And it's fine because I'm going to shower right after I film this video. So I know, so sad. This is literally my life, guys. My life. We're gonna get started with this tutorial, and the first 2 things that I'm going to be adding to my face to prep my face is going to be the Laura Mercier Pure Canvas Power Primer and also the Pure Canvas Illuminating Primer. I mentioned these 2 are my favorite combo right now to prep my face. They're like amazing. So I do use the power primer to add moisture, hydration, and of course to prime my face. Now with the Pure Canvas Illuminating Primer, I don't really use it for the purpose of a primer. I use it more for the purpose of the glow in here. So I'm gonna be using this as a strobing cream. All right, so I just kind of like to add 2 dots right about there, and I just like to add this, of course, all over my skin. Oh my gosh, I missed being this tan, you guys. Even though it's just foundation, not an actual real tanning lotion, I do miss being this tan, like. Now I'm going to go in with the Pure Canvas Illuminating Primer, and this is just going to give you an overall super flawless glow. Moving on to foundation, I'm going to go in with the Frankie Rose Matte Perfection Foundation in the shade Bare. You guys know I've been using this foundation so much lately. I have been really enjoying it. I also do have a discount code with them, so if you guys are interested in purchasing this foundation, I will list the link, the discount code, and all of that good stuff down below in the description box. But yeah, we're gonna be using this foundation today, and I'm going to be blending this all out with my beauty blender. Okay, now that we look a little bit ghostly right now, we're going to add cream contour to our face, and I'm going to be going in with my favorite Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer in the shade Butterscotch. I am going to be adding this on my forehead and the cheekbones here, and I'm going to be blending this all out with my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. Moving on to the next concealers that I'm about to use. So I do use these 2 at the moment. I am using the Tarte Shape Tape in Light Sand and also the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Fairest. I am running out of the Tarte, so I'm not going to be using too much of this, just a tiny bit right here. This is really going to brighten up that under eye area. Moving on to setting powder, of course, I'm going to go in with my Holy Grail translucent powder. This is the Mercier translucent powder, of course. So I'm just going to be applying it to my beauty blender, and I'm going to be setting it under the eyes. I'm going to be setting my T-zone area really well with this. And then I'm going to go in with a fluffier brush and add the translucent powder all over the rest of my face, really lightly. Next, I'm going to go in with the MAC Studio Fix powder in the shade NC42. And I like to add this again with the fluffy brush and just add this all over the outer perimeters of the face. To brighten up the under eye area just a tiny bit more, I'm going to go in with the Too Faced Banana Cream Setting Powder. Obviously, I use this strictly for the under eye, and I'm also going to be adding it with my beauty blender. Moving on to bronze up my face, I'm going to go in with the Hoola bronzer from Benefit, my absolute favorite bronzer at the moment. Seriously, I love it so much. And the brush that I'm going to be using to bronze up my face with is the Morphe M530. Next, moving on to the next bronzer that I'm going to use. Yes, I'm using another bronzer because I'm just that extra. So this one is the Too Faced Gingerbread Tan Spicy Bronzer. Now, I don't know if they still have this available because this was a limited edition holiday collection last year. So I'm so sorry if they don't sell this anymore, but I actually really love this one so much. It's like the perfect shimmery bronzers. Okay, to highlight, I'm going to go in with the Benefit Dandelion Twinkle in the shade Nude Pink. Now, this highlight is super subtle, you guys. Like, there's only so much you can do to build this highlight up, but I have been really into very like subtle highlight. I am pretty much done for now with the whole like extreme highlighting phase. Just add a little bit of glow to the skin, but nothing too crazy. And moving on to blush, this is the California from Benefit as well, and this is in the shade Sunny Golden Pink. And this one also has a shimmer in here, so it's going to give us that extra glow to the cheeks. And the brush that I'm going to be using is the Morphe M405. Alright guys, so for my nose contour and eyebrows, I am going to be doing those off camera because those are the two things that take the longest for me to do. But if you guys are interested, I do already have an updated brow tutorial here on my channel. I posted that video a few days ago, so if you guys are interested in learning how I do my eyebrows, you guys can go check that video out. And if you guys are interested in knowing how I contour my nose, I do have a nose contour video here on my channel as well. I did film that video a while ago, and I don't really do my nose like that anymore. But the technique is still the same. I may do an updated nose contour tutorial for you guys, so go check that video out. I will list those both down in the description box, but I'll be right back with you guys. Okay, we have our nose contour and eyebrows complete. Now we're going to be moving on to the eyes, which is pretty simple, you guys. You pretty much only need like 4 eyeshadows, and I'm pretty sure you guys have them in some of your palettes for sure, no doubt. So I'm gonna be going in with this Hello Charmer palette from Boxycharm, which if you guys are subscribed to Boxycharm, you guys might already have this, which is great. And I'm gonna be opening it. This is how the palette looks like, and I'm going to be taking this shade down here, which is called Cup of Joe. And this is a very warm brown shade, and I'm going to be adding it all over the crease with my Morphe M441 blending brush. You really just want to start blending this all out really slowly right on the outer corner first. Just taking your time and then slowly drag this in windshield wiper motions into that crease, but also blending in circular motions lightly. And I'm also going to drag this a little bit outward towards the brow bone here. And I'm also going to be taking that same exact shade and adding it all over the lower lash line. Moving on to the next eyeshadow palette that I'm going to be using. This is the Jenna Rivera by B Bella Cosmetics Diva palette. I'm going to be going in with LBC, this shade here, and also Sexy, which is a much darker brown. All right, so going in with LBC now. I'm going to be adding this right on that outer corner, very slightly. I'm going to be blending this very gently right on the outer corner and dragging a tiny bit of this into the crease as well, but not so much. You really want to stay right on that outer corner. Next, I'm going to go in with Sexy, which is this deeper brown, really dark brown shade. And I'm going to take the slightest amount of this because it's super pigmented and I don't want this look to be super dramatic and super dark. So I'm going to add the tiniest bit of this on the outer corner. Just really focusing this on the outer corner, guys, nowhere else. I am going to drag a little bit of this onto the crease, but literally just blend enough for the shadow to look seamlessly. Moving back in with the Hello Charmer palette by Boxycharm, I'm going to be taking Pop Up, which is this gorgeous champagne shade. This shade is seriously super pigmented, super creamy. It looks amazing on the lid. I am going to be applying this shade with my finger just because this is a super pigmented shade and I really want to get the most pigment from it, and this is just the best way to do it, honestly. Your finger is your best friend for this. I'm just going to be adding this all over that inner corner of the lid, and I'm going to be dragging this halfway through all over the lid. And I'm also going to be adding that same champagne shade Pop Up right on that inner corner. And I'm also going to drag this right on the inner corner of the lower lash line just so it can really open up the eyes. And lastly, I'm just going to be adding this shade here, which this shade is called J Unit. And I'm going to be adding this right on that outer corner to really just blend out the outer edge of that lid shade and outer corner. And also it's just going to give a really nice hint of red / rosy burgundy tones. Next, I'm going to be adding some of this golden coppery eyeshadow stick to the inner part of the waterline as well. This one is from Profusion. I don't know the exact name of this, but I will list the name and the link to get this down below in the description box for you guys, of course. And this just really opens up my eyes as well, and it just gives like a really nice pop of color, even though this is not like an extreme colorful eyeshadow stick. It really just adds a little bit more glam to the eyes. Okay, and lastly for the eyes, of course, I'm going to be adding liner, and I'm going to be using the NYX Matte Liquid Eyeliner. I am going to be using another liner, and this one is from LA Girl. This is the Line Art Matte Eyeliner, and I do use this one in specific to do the cat eye liner on the inner corner of my eyes, also to emphasize the mole that I already have here on my forehead and create a new one on my cheek. But as you guys can see, it has a very, very fine tip, and it really helps create that super fine wing on the inner corner. Anyways, moving on to the lips, I'm going to be using 4 different products. I am going to go in first with this lip liner from NYX Cosmetics in the shade Cocoa. I'm also going to go in with my favorite lipstick of all time, which is of course the Too Faced Melted Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Cool Girl. Next, going to go in with this Dose of Colors liquid lipstick in the shade Sand. And lastly, I will go in with a gloss topper from LA Girl Cosmetics, and this is in the shade Clearly Clear. And lastly, I'm going to go in with this LA Girl primer spray just to hydrate and blend all of the powders into my skin. Alright you guys, so that completes this entire makeup tutorial. I really hope you guys enjoyed it and finally get to recreate this makeup look. If you guys are interested in any of the products mentioned throughout this entire video, I will be listing them all down in the description box, as well as my social media. That way you guys know what I do when I'm not on YouTube. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I will see you guys soon in my next video. Bye guys.